I'm back here with another episode of Road to the World Series, the Sunday Night Baseball edition. This week we have the Bay Classic for you between the Oakland A's and the San Francisco Giants. Both sitting pretty in their respective divisions. You got the A's. Well, they're not really sitting pretty in the division, but they're sitting pretty in the wild card. They got a three-way tie going with the Angels and the Red Sox. And then you have the wild card leading Giants in this one as well, who are 3.5 games back in the West, so they're doing all right in their respective divisions. But as you can see there, San Francisco has taken the first two games of the series at I was almost called the Pac Bell, and I'm back in the past. AT&T Park in San Francisco on the Pacific side of the Bay. But we're gonna see if we can get the A's a win here. Let's see if they can take one of these games. They got Jesse Hahn going. I've seen him pitch really well with Jesse Hahn, so we'll see how it goes with him. He's facing off against Tim Hudson, who's having a almost renaissance type season. He's 7-6 with a 3.2 ERA, so he's been pitching pretty well this year for the Giants, who have been surging as of late for the I believe for the last month. So they're looking to keep that up and keep building their record up, and hopefully can overtake the Dodgers in the West. That's at least what they're hoping. But we'll see what will happen in this ball game. Let's go ahead and jump into this game. Like I said, I'm going to be the A's. I don't know. Just want a little bit of a test. But like I said, Jesse Hahn's pitching, and we'll see if they want us to take anybody out. They've been the I was going to say, did the A's ever get Ben Zobrist back? Doesn't look like it. Ben Zobrist has been out for quite a while, and I think he might be out till the end of this month. But we'll go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out at AT&T Park on the Bay in San Francisco. I'll be back after the game, guys. Enjoy.
He scores 3 with a double to right center.
Blanco bunts it, and it's a good bunt. Choate has it. He will wing it down the right field line. Here comes Crawford, and this game is over. And the Giants, once again, win a game in a very unusual way.
Moving ever nearer toward the start of this one from San Francisco. It's the A's and the Giants. The Bay Bridge Series is coming up next. Sunday afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you inside AT&T Park in San Francisco. Today it's the third and final game in this 3-game interleague series between the A's and their Cross Bay rivals, the San Francisco Giants. Welcome back to A's Baseball here on the show. Matt Vasgersian here with you. I'm joined by Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first 2 games of the series.
Yeah, you see there, the home fans have got the brooms out for this one. The guys have taken the first 2 games of this 3-game series, and the way they're playing, they've got to be the favorites in this one, too.
We'll hear plenty more from the guys moving forward, but before we do, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Oakland A's. As 2012 AL Manager of the Year Bob Melvin aligns his guys this way. And they'll have their work cut out for them as they'll face the guy they call the Bulldog, the veteran right-hander Tim Hudson. And there you see, look now at the Giants' defensive alignment behind him. Joaquin Arias has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Number 13.
And there you see Coco Crisp now as he stands in to get this one underway.
Leading off the afternoon for Oakland, center fielder, Coco Crisp.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Eric Karros, this Giant ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, and when you're playing good baseball, suddenly first place starts coming into clearer focus. They've really made up some ground here this past week or so.
And that's off his leg on the mound. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Eric Sogard will dig in here. First pitch on the way. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Here comes the 1-0. And this will be fouled away. The 1-1 now from Hudson. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Here it comes, 2-1. And this will be fouled away. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Adrianza backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
First baseman,
Billy Butler will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nice work that time by Tim Hudson. It's the A's nothing. Giants coming up. It's the Bay Bridge Series, and it's on the show. Starting lineup for the host Giants looks like this. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. Defensively, Oakland will line up like this behind him. Coming up to the plate, the center fielder, Angel Pagan. He'll get us started in the home first. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Eric, you take a look at these guys as they take the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
And that includes losses in the first 2 games of this series, so they just need to have something positive go their way. Salvaging the finale might just be the thing.
Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. And you figure to see that changeup more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking, I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
And now this is swung on and missed, and Pagan is a strikeout victim here, 1 away. And before we go much further, let's pull up the scouting report for this 25-year-old so we can see what to expect. Nori Aoki will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ballgame. Now the pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Ready now on 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here comes the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Here he comes on 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
We saw this in his last start. He just hasn't been able to find that put-away pitch with 2 strikes that you gotta have at this level.
3-2, here it is. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
And there's an awful lot of room out there in right center. So even though this ball's hit pretty well, had a little too much loft to it, so winds up a fairly routine fly ball.
Buster Posey will get his first shot down, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You know, it's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Now here it comes. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
That seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
I'll had to protect on 1-2, and this is a fly ball out to straightaway right field. Reddick is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Giants down in order. We played an inning. No score. Josh Reddick will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Josh Reddick.
Now here's the first pitch. Fouled straight back. Here's the 0-1 from Hudson. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. You have to figure that sinker's going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up a bit.
And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
And this will bear watching as the game goes on. You know, if he's going to have success here, a lot of it's going to hinge on how he can locate his sinker. That one's too far up in the strike zone. A belt-high sinker is not much more than a flat fastball.
Stephen Vogt will dig in now, just hoping for something to go his way. As you can see, that has not been the case these last 9 ball games. First pitch coming. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. The next pitch. Now the 1-0's in the air out to left. Aoki has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
And you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Brett Laurie will stand in now. He homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Come on, Giant.
First pitch to him. Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. Belt able to pull this one in for route number 2.
And here's a spot where you can see he just doesn't get that bat on a level plane through the zone. You know, this is an uppercut swing like he's trying to hit it out of the park. It winds up a routine pop-up.
Marcus Semien will get his first shot at it here. He's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. First pitch coming. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. He's set, now the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 1-1 on the way. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And that'll be shy of the arcade as it's off the brick wall. Here's Reddick around third. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. The A's strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Hunter Pence will start things off in the bottom of the second. First pitch coming. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. The pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And the Giants are officially into the hit column. There's their first base hit.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble. And here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Brandon Belt will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race. First offering on the way. Ball 1. There you see the company he's in terms of that NL batting race.
Let's go, Giant.
The 1-0 pitch.
Here we go.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
I don't think he's going to want to throw that pitch in that same location again ever in his life to this guy.
Ready with the 2-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Full count pitch on its way. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or two.
Joe Panik will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. And here's the first pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And this is taken in shy of the track, but the runner will tag from second. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only one away.
Joaquin Arias will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
Bottom of the second here with no score. The 1-0. Change up low. 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Now the 2-0 home. Fouled back. Runners are at first and third, one away. Runners leap from first and third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. Two-two pitch on the way. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now another 2-2. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he misses with it. Ball 4. So that'll load the bases. And now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Well, this is going to be a short outing if walks continue to be a problem. That's 2 already here in the second inning.
Ehire Adrianza will take his cuts now with a big opportunity to give his club the lead here. Here's the first offering. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. There's Sogard for 1. Over to Butler at first. A double play, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Sam Fuld will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game.
Sam Fuld.
Now the first pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. Look at this. From a knee. He gets him. What a play.
On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop. Makes the play and gets the out. And the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it. In now, Jesse Hahn.
And now the second pitch is swung on and hit in the air to left. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the third.
Center fielder, number 4,
Coco Crisp will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Tim Hudson makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Now the first pitch. First pitch finds the zone. No balls and a strike to the now 39-year-old veteran.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Here it comes. Fastball called for strike 2.
He's just working east and west here. He'll be fine if he just stays out of the middle.
And now a pitch on the way. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. The next 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
On the mound, he's got to be talking to himself. You know, in the American League, we see DHs like Ortiz and Billy Butler, Michael Young. You're telling me I get to face a pitcher 3 times a game? I could get used to this.
In is the center fielder, Angel Pagan. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And that misses 1-1.
1-1.
Here's the 1-1. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Now the 1-2. Opposite field to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
1 out away now from 3 full scoreless innings, and both pitchers are working both inside, outside, up and down, looking solid here to start this ball game.
Nori Aoki will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. A 2-1 offering. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. The 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2. Buster Posey would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now the 3-2 pitch. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So the Giants have themselves a man aboard with 2 gone here.
Not a real good sign here. Already his third walk of the ball game this early on. And that's a sign to me he may not have brought his A game to the ballpark. He's had to work awfully hard out there so far.
Buster Posey will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Here's the first offering. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. He's ready. Now the pitch. Having success with the fastball here, it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
From the stretch. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, that's a smart miss there. They know he'll chase it down there, so even if it didn't get the job done, it's a great pitch on 0-2.
Inside for a ball, so he misses with 2 straight here, and it's back to 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Here comes a 2-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's the 2-2 offering. That's lined into left. He left that one up. It's a base hit. Hunter Pence will stand in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Now here's the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
He waits. Now the pitch. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1.
His pitch count is really spiked here in the inning. He's up over 50 already.
The 1-1. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run will score as the Giants stake themselves to an early 1-0 lead. Brandon Belt will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. First pitch coming. And this is lined foul back over the Giants dugout. Pause, now the pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. He's ready now, the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's another 0-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Come on!
The big pitch here, 1-2. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Here's the payoff pitch. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Once again, a 3-2. Fouled back. Here's the full count offering. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Boy, that's just a great at-bat right there. It's going to load the bases now, and it's also going to increase the blood pressure of that man out there on the mound. To use up that many pitches and still wind up walking a guy, well, he's going to need to find that focus again in a hurry.
Joe Panic will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. First pitch to him. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Reddick is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. 2 hits for the Giants lead to a run in the inning. 3 innings complete. San Francisco leads this one 1-0. Eric Sogard will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Eric Sogard.
First pitch coming. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
On the way. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. The 1-1. And a bouncing ball, foul. Here comes a 1-2. Now a bullet back up the middle. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
Today's players talk about barreling up the baseball, and you cannot barrel it up a whole lot better than that. If you're pitching right there, that's a chuck and duck ball. You better get out of the way.
Billy Butler will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now here's the first pitch. And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. And Pagan is there to put this one away, and that's your first out. So with a runner at first and 1 gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And that's a pretty wide range there, a real contrast in pitching styles. 97 versus 89 as the 2 pitchers' top speeds so far. Josh Reddick will dig in. He singled his first time around. First pitch coming. And this pitch is going to be bounced foul over near Ty Waller in the first base coaching box. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. So 1-2 with 1 away. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's the frustrating thing for a sinker baller. When you get the ground ball you need and it finds a hole. Now he's got 2 men on to deal with and only 1 away.
Stepping in now, Stephen Vogt. he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And the run will score from second to tie the ball game at 1-1.
Now batting, third baseman, Brett Lowry.
Brett Lowry will dig in. He popped out his first time. And here's the first pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Boy, and right here, just a ground ball is going to get you a run. And more than that, it gets you the lead in this game. So you've got to find a way to put that ball in play.
Here's the 0-1 from Hudson. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
He's set. Now the pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. One there on the belt, but it won't be in time as they just settle for 1. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Marcus Semien will come forward now in an RBI opportunity he probably didn't think he'd have.
Yeah, it certainly didn't look like he'd have one, but now's where you really have to make teams pay. Nothing will demoralize a team in the field quite like having 2 out errors that lead to runs.
Check back by Hudson. Now the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Now, he knows he should be out of the inning already, but he's got to pick up his defender behind him and get out of this.
And he steps off. Runner's on his way to third. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the A's 2 and the Giants 1. Joaquin Arias will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Here's the first offering. Now a first pitch curveball floats a bit high that time. It's a ball and no strikes.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
The 1-0 home. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
2-0 count, the pitch. And they're going to have a leadoff base runner here as the fastball's lined into left, a base hit.
Wow, a 2-0 count. This is a room service fastball. Look where this thing is, right down the middle. I mean, he can't help but jump all over that.
Standing in now, Ehire Adrianza, as he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Comes set, now the pitch. Ball 1. 1-1 pitch on the way. And this is going to be a foul ball. The right-hander deals on 1 and 2. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here's another 1-2. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. The 2-2 coming. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, pitcher, Tim Hudson.
Tim Hudson will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Now the first pitch. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and hits that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
In is the center fielder, Angel Pagan, as he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. They still trail it here 2-1. Marcus Semien will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Shortstop, Marcus Semien.
First offering on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now here's the pitch. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now. And the pitch. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
And we'll take a look at the reaction here in show motion, and you can see him immediately go to first and say, oh yeah, he went around. Sure enough, he got the answer he was hoping for.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and set to stand in. Here's Sam Fuld. Now the first pitch. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. Throw on to first, and no problems here for Hudson. That's the second out. Jesse Hahn will try it again. He flew out his first time. First pitch on the way. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at second. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and set to stand in the center fielder, Coco Crisp. Here's the first offering. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Oakland. They still lead it 2-1. Nori Aoki will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Now they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Get out of here.
Here's the first pitch to him. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Come on, let's do it.
Now the pitch.
Here we go.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Semien retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for round number 1.
Here's another example of a guy pitching to contact. He doesn't need to strike everybody out. Just get him off balance, and this winds up a routine pop-up.
Here's Buster Posey now, as he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. Now here it comes. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
Here's the 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it, running it down.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. Here it comes. 2 straight fastballs now as he powers ahead 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Now a swing and a 3rd straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3.
Yeah, this one looked like one of EK's 4-irons. He just kind of shanks this thing right down the right field line, but he manages to drop it just inside the chalk line, and that's a thing of beauty.
Here's first baseman Brandon Belt, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Giants lead 1. Our score remains 2-1. Eric Sogard will get things started here in the top of inning number 6. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Now the pitch. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Billy Butler will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. And Belt will just take this one over himself for the out.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. That sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Josh Reddick will step in. Singleton came around to score his last time. First pitch to him. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the A's, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Joe Panic will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Fernando Abad will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 56, Fernando Abad.
Joe Panic will stride into the box as he'll get things started for the Giants in their half of the 6th. Hit hard but fouled off to the left, and that'll keep you honest as a third base coach. Now here's the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
I think generous is the word here. That looked like it was 6 inches off the plate.
The pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Pitch on the way. And he's right on the fastball there. Hit pretty well out towards deep left. Pulled. Has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1.
You know, this guy's been a savior out of the bullpen for this team so far this season. His ERA is under 2 coming into play, and he gets the first man to greet him right here.
Joaquin Arias will dig in. He singled his last time around. First pitch coming. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And now a pitch on the way. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. On to Butler in time, and there are 2 away.
Wow, showing some sweet athleticism right there, getting off the mound. This is not an easy play, but he gets to it quickly, and then he makes a good, strong throw for the out.
Into the box now, Ehire Adrianza. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to Butler is in time, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. Back here in San Francisco, the A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th, but before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Stephen Vogt will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Stephen Vogt.
Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here's the 0-1 from Hudson. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. And the 7th inning starts with a fly out here, 1 away.
Well, good pitch there to get the out. And looking ahead, he's due to lead off the next half inning. So, in all likelihood, this could be the end of the line for him on the mound.
Brett Laurie will stand in. He reached on an error last time through. First pitch coming. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And I'll tell you, being in a two-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Now the pitch. Lined into left center. And Lowry's aboard. It's a base hit.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller, the thought is that you've got to get out there and hit the ball before it sinks. So that means if you're a right-handed hitter, you got to jump out there and pull it. And that's exactly what he did.
Marcus Semien will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And here's the first pitch. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Has a look, now the pitch. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. The 1-1 home. And this is lined into left field, and that'll get down for a base hit, his second of the afternoon.
Some guys, you almost do them a favor if you pitch away from him. Here, he's just doing what he does best. Great balance here. Good swing path, and he drives it the other way.
And now Boch is going to make his way out toward home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Here is Sam Fuld now. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1.
Yeah, and when you're looking to run up and catch him by surprise, you're hoping it's going to be a fastball. Because when you get an off-speed pitch, it really kind of throws your timing off.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And they're not going to have a play on him as the catcher just eats it.
Well, and here's a situation where he can't be catching these guys off guard. I mean, he just showed bunt on the previous pitch, and he tries again and winds up legging out a base hit.
Ike Davis will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only one away. And now the left-hander Jeremy Affeldt is up and throwing in the Giants bullpen. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Number 11 for him on the season, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Oh, and well, you could probably follow the thinking on the mound right there. He's got the bases loaded now. He doesn't want to fall behind, so he's just going to try to get that first one over to start the at-bat to try to get ahead in the count. And that's going to turn out to be a decision he's going to regret, because this guy is sitting on the first pitch, and he's going to turn it into a grand slam.
Coco Crisp will stand in now following the home run, and you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
First pitch coming. Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole, and that is into right field, a base hit.
And when you see a guy rip one like this, one pitch after the previous guy left the yard, you know you're dealing with a pitcher whose mind is elsewhere. That'll snap you back to reality, though, pretty quick.
Here's Eric Sogard. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
He's set. Now the pitch. Chopper, foul. And there he goes towards second. Oh, and they've got him picked off. And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him. Now the pitch. And this is lifted the other way to left center. Aoki is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But not before the A's strike for 4 runs, with the big blow being this grand slam. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the A's 6 and the Giants 1.
Your attention, please.
So a new pitcher set to take over now, and it's the Washington-bred left-hander Eric O'Flaherty that gets the call.
Now playing shortstop and batting in the 7th slot. Number 35,
Brandon Crawford will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ball game, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Now here's the pitch. This ball will be chopped foul. And the pitch. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove. Here's the 1-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
You know, and unless these guys can turn things around quickly, it's starting to look like this winning streak's going to come to an end at 3 games.
So with one away, it's the center fielder, Angel Pagan. Now the first pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. The pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. 1 run, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. 1-2. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And that'll ricochet off that brick wall in right. And he'll round it and try for third. And he will make it into third with a 1-out triple.
Yeah, you can't help but think about all the men they've left on base so far. How many times a triple like this could have really done some damage. Instead, they'll have to be content to take this one with the bases empty.
Nori Aoki will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike. From the belt, the pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing the guy.
And this continues right on through him as he couldn't knock it down. And they show a little life here as the lead shrinks to 6-2 now.
Well, apparently, they still got a pulse here. A run is in to score on the base hit, and now, with another hit or two, they could really make this interesting.
Buster Posey will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. First offering on the way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
MVP.
1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
The 2-0 on the way. And a bouncing ball, foul. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 home. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Now you've got a run already in, another runner on first. You got to think this has to be a fastball here.
Full count offering on its way. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
So 2 away now in the San Francisco 7th, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. First pitch on the way. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. From the stretch. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. And Coco will tuck this one away for the third out of the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The A's lead this one 6-2.
Your attention, please. Now
New pitcher set to take over on the mound, and it's the veteran left-hander Jeremy Affeldt. Billy Butler will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Right over here, get some water.
Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
Oh, and you cannot get caught making up your mind to swing before you even see where the pitch is going to be. I mean, I wasn't even close.
And now a pitch on the way. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Pitch on the way. Chopper, foul. Now another 0-2. This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit.
Don't get rattled.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Line hard. Foul. Six runs, double the amount of hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Pause, now the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And they can't run it down. Here comes another 0-2. And a good two-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Another 0-2 home. And he takes strike three called on the fastball, one gone. Eighth inning of this Bay Bridge series, and the A's leading this one in San Francisco. Stephen Vogt will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
That's just a great spot for the fastball against a hitter like this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything with it.
Comes set, now the pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Boy, what an outstanding play out there in left center field. This is showing no regard for his body. He's going to wind up getting a mouthful of turf, too. But he's able to hold on to the baseball. That's just very well done.
Here's the third baseman, Brett Lowry. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. A runner on first with 2 away. He waits, now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. He's ready now, the pitch. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. The A's strand 1. They lead it 6-2. Brandon Belt will step in. A couple of walks thus far. Tyler Clippard is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Tyler Clippard.
Brandon Belt will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
First baseman, Brandon.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Now here it comes. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Now the pitch. The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball, 1-2. The 1-2. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And a good throw gets him one gone.
The second baseman, number 12.
Joe Pennant will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Here's the first offering. And that misses, ball 1.
1-0.
Now the 1-0. And this one's over for a high strike. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Close pitch. Maybe just off the plate, but if it was, it wasn't by more than half an inch or so.
2-1. Cutter got up on him pretty quickly there, and it's back to even 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Yeah, not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 3-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Joaquin Arias will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here's the pitch. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Now here's the pitch. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
The pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. 2 out, nobody on. Another 1-2 delivery. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Giants down in order. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Marcus Semien will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Marcus Semien.
First pitch to him. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. One-0 pitch now. Swing and a grounder fouled, and that almost took the first base coach along with it. Now the 1-1. And now here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Sam Fold will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. First pitch coming. First pitch swinging as this one's hit on the ground to second. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the ninth is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here.
And at this point in the game, your defenders will love you for this. He's been able to pick up the first 2 outs of the inning here on just 4 pitches.
Craig Gentry will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Gentry.
Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They lead it 6-2. Gregor Blanco will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Evan Scribner will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. In there, no balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Fouled back. Another 0-2 coming. And a bouncing ball, foul. Here's another 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Yeah, up by 4 in the ninth. We want to make sure these guys don't get any momentum on their side, so that's an important first out there.
Brandon Crawford will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Now here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. Just fire that thing in there.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a curveball that's yanked high and deep down the line in right. And that will hook just inside the right field foul pole. It's a home run. A solo shot down the line in right. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
These guys, they can get you from anywhere. I mean, that's the number 9 hitter here. He's taking one over the wall. You sure don't get a lot of easy outs with this lineup.
In is the center fielder, Angel Pagan. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Come on, let's get a hit.
Now the pitch. Swing and a liner toward right center. And he's got himself a base hit.
And this is what folks mean when they talk about time in the fastball. He looks at the first pitch just to get a feel for the speed, the movement, and then when it comes again, Now he knows how to handle it.
Here's Nori Aoki. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike one. Has a look, now the pitch. Down and away, ball one. Here comes the 1-1. 1-1 pitch, a curveball that's right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze it.
Here comes the 1-2. Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. Throw into third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Sometimes, especially when you're down in the count, you just got to take whatever the pitcher gives you. He's not trying to muscle up on something. Not even really trying to drive anything. He's just trying to make contact. Put the ball in play, and good things wind up happening for him.
Buster Posey will dig in. Took a called third strike his last time. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Sean Doolittle is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 62, Sean Doolittle.
Buster Posey will be the first to greet him here as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. Now here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy.
Sports season continues here. It started off with football. We're going to get hockey going, and then we'll get basketball going towards the end of October. So you guys be sure to look forward to that. I'm Big Dope 7. Thanks for watching, guys, and you guys be sure to keep it real.